Blame it on my years of martial arts, but I just love some pointless conflict. I mean, have you ever heard of the Pig War? You know, that conflict between America and Great Britain. Hi, I'm Teresa, the co-host of the Unhinged History podcast, and we cover a bunch of crazy things, and early on we did one on the Pig War. It's 1846, and the Oregon Treaty was just signed, the fun little treaty that says everything north of the Columbia River that separates what's now Oregon and Washington all the way through the 49th parallel belongs to America. Now, saying it ends on the 49th parallel, that seems pretty cut and dry, but a small problem. That line kind of cuts the Vancouver Island in half, and I'm not saying that we should have looked at a map when we said that that's where it should end, but I'm just saying that maybe that things like that matter. So the San Juan Islands and Vancouver Island, they kind of form a bit of a problem, and that's not... So we have the Hudson's Bay Company, and they set on shop on the San Juan Island, and that's, kind of a problem because we have the Americans who come in, and they also want to set up shop there. American settlers want good farmland. With these prices of groceries, I think I understand why. Both sides view that the other side is there illegally, and they think that the other ones are squatters. And then an American comes on the island and he goes to collect taxes from everybody, even though they may or may not be citizens, or that this may or may not be American land. He's ousted. But then June 15, 1859, that's when something crazy happens. There's a pig who belongs to a British man who just kind of wanders off the farm, and he kind of finds his way to an American farmer. This pig is eating some of Lyman Cutler's potatoes, and that's when he just hauls off and pew-pews the pig. Cutler's field only had 3 sides of the fence, and so unless it was in a triangle shape, it seems like maybe he just didn't put in the full effort. So the pig is owned by a dude named Charles Griffin, and he comes over. He's like, you killed my pig. Cutler says, but he was eating my potatoes. And Griffin says, you should have kept your potatoes out of my pig. Cutler does the nice thing and offers to pay for the pig, but he will not be soothed, and so that's when he gets the government involved. Look, gentle escalation just doesn't happen always. The British threaten to arrest Cutler, and this riles up all of the Americans. We're not known for being even keel. So they drop a petition, and they are requesting military protection. For the potatoes? This order is received by a General Harney. He's known as a loose cannon of history. So he brings 66 of his best friends to come just, stand around. The governor of British Columbia, he sends 3 warships. 66 people versus 3 warships. Roll them dice. Finally, the British's rear admiral shows up, and he's deciding that he's not going to get in a fight over some pigs. By this time, both London and Washington, D.C. have heard of it, and they're deep in their feels, because now there's 2,600 men involved on both sides. This whole thing gets so nuts that Kaiser Wilhelm I of Germany, he ends up having to mediate this thing. They meet for like an entire year in Geneva. And Germany's the one who said, you know what? The U.S. gets the island. And the British were magnanimous about it. When they left, they actually left a gift. They left a Union Jack. And it stands on the flagpole at the national park thing there as a sign of friendship.